Did you know generative AI is the technology behind deepfakes? It's although controversial, but it also showcases the incredible realism that AI can achieve. Did you know generative AI being used by many fashion designers to create unique clothing patterns and styles? AI can analyze trends and generate designs that might not have been thought of human alone. Did you know GAN, that is Generative Adversarial Network, could sometimes produce a strange output or images that are the form of AI hallucination? This occurs when AI's understanding of data leads to unexpected or bizarre outputs. Did you know AI generated artwork was sold at Christie's auction for more than $432,000? That was nearly 3 crores and 63 lakhs rupees. This artwork was created using GAN, a generative adversarial network. Did you know generative AI being used in pharma? Critical research to predict and generate new molecular structure for new drugs. This speeds up the drug discovery process and opens up new possibilities in medicines. Generative AI continues to evolve, pushing the boundaries of creativity, technology, and ethics in fascinating ways. In this video, I'm going to explain you the term generative AI, its history, its present and expected future. At the end of this video, you would be able to understand Gen AI fully. You should be able to utilize Gen AI's features in your day-to-day and professional life. So let's go. Let's define Gen AI first. So Gen AI or generative AI comes from two words, generative and AI. AI that we all know, that is artificial intelligence. This is a kind of technology that allows computers or any other machine to think and learn like the human being do. So before, in order to understand it more, let's try to understand how people think. Like we all think like, we are talking here. Let's say I'm asking you to draw the picture of a car. So what comes in your mind? The first thing that comes in your mind is car is an object. It's a kind of a machine that has four wheels, that has window, that has some engine, or stuff like that you think in your mind, and that comes in your imagination, right? So this thinking or this thought comes in your mind based on your experience. You have data in your mind somewhere, and based on the data you have seen car earlier, and based on that memory you are trying to design or draw a car. Likewise, if this kind of this kind of capability, if we can avail to computers or machine, so that they can imagine or they can think of a new object based on the data that they are available in their mind or in their storage, this could be called as an artificial intelligence, right? So hope these two terms are clear. And if you say generative, that means it gives an additional ability not to only produce, but even it gives a new ability to create or generate new things based on the data that it is available. So in general, if we are combining the artificial intelligence and generative, this becomes the definition is an AI. It's generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that can create or generate new content like image, text, music, or whatever based on from existing examples. So based on the examples that it has. So hope the definition of generative AI is pretty much clear. Let's see how it works. So basically it works by learning from large amount of data, it understanding patterns, and then using the knowledge to create new original content. So this is an AI. So we know that AI making computers intelligent. We have learned just some times back that we provide data to computer to learn like human being. So how does it do? ML. One of the ways to make computers learn or make computers intelligent is ML, that is machine learning. So you allow machine to learn something. This is by machine learning. So just by here AI that makes computer intelligent. And how does it do? It is using machine learning. And how the deep learning is a subset of machine learning, but it try to learn pattern from the past data and for the future behavior, but in a specific way, maybe called as a neural network. So machine learning and deep learning is a kind of a subset of machine learning, and your generative AI uses this deep learning concept or methodology to generate the responses, right? So pretty much clear. Beginning AI is being done by ML, and it is a subset. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning, and generative AI uses this deep learning to generate new things. So hope how generative AI generates things or how generative AI works is pretty much clear now. So basically this has got with the status. We have data collection, and we have data collection, we have generating new contents, and we have defining an output. So data collection, we have large data set consisting of images, text, music, and other types, and this is being trained. Trained means based on the data we have to do the training of the data. Let's say if this query comes and we have subset of data, then we have to trained this particular in such a way so that it can produce the output. So this is what is called training. And then generating new content. How is new content generated? You have to take the input, and the input can be taken in the form of prompt input, and then again the model training is done, and finally training. The output is refined if possible, right? Either in the form of advanced models. The new advanced models are generated like GANs, and this is how the full generative AI works on. So next to this is let us look back to the history of generative AI, 1950 to 1980s. Was that early foundation of generative AI. 1950s to 60s, the first concept of AI was evolved or formalized. 1980, the neural network began to gain attention. 1992 to 2000, early generation models or generative models started coming. 1990, early generative model came. 2000, more sophisticated models started coming. 2014, GAN came, that is generative adversarial network, a significant breakthrough, then revolutionized the field by high quality and realistic output. 2015 till that, we have rapid advancement and popularization in Gen AI. So 2015, 2017, GAN and Gen models started to be variety of application for image, video, etc. 2018, OpenAI introduced GPT, which came as a GPT-2, GPT-3, GPT-3, and GPT-4, like that. And 2020-23, that we have new improvements. So generative AI came along with the roots in its early AI research. It's on the way of become one of the most exciting and rapidly developing areas of AI. So hope this all points that I wanted to bring in your notice about the history is pretty much clear. Now let's try to understand where are the places this generative AI used in, right? So for the first poll that I would like to tell you that it is used in art and creativity. So we have digital art. This creates original artwork including paintings, illustrations, and abstract design. So many tools for digital art like DALL-E or deep art are some of the examples which can produce deep art. We have music composition. This creates a new composition, soundtracks, and even the entire album. Some of the examples of the tools are MuseNet or Aiva. We have writing, content, and creation. This is again in creativity. So AI models like GPT-3 can be used to write articles, stories, poems, poetry, or even screenwriting. So these are the areas where generative AI is used in art and creativity. Use of generative AI in healthcare. We have drug discovery, we have medical imaging, we have personalized medicine. So we have drug discovery. It is generative AI can be used to generate new molecular structure and predict the potential of new drugs. So this is called drug discovery. IBM Watson is one of the examples. We have medical imaging. So basically you can enhance the quality of medical images for low resolution scans. And we have personalized medicine based on your genetic thing. It can study and it can diagnose, or it can suggest the best possible personalized treatment or plan for you. So fashion and design, the next area where this is used. So we can create new clothing. So fashion design, new clothing by getting inspired from the current trends in the market. So this can help you in designing that and fashion designing. And it can also help in product design, like packaging and how to prototype the product of fashion. So this generative AI can be used in that area as well. We have game development, we have VirtualBox. So if you're talking about game development, if the phases like levels, the characters, and then everything end to end, right from the beginning till end, everything can be generated using generative AI. And talking about virtual worlds, generative AI creates a realistic virtual environment and scenarios for video game. So it can be used in game development in such a way. We have special effects, that is in film and animation. Special effects can create realistic special effects and animation, character, event, and it can also generate the complete sequence. And this further can also be used for script writing. Script writing is which has been one of the promising areas in filmmaking, and so you can take help of generative AI to create a script as well, and not only the part of the script but full-on end-to-end script that can be created using generative AI. In finance, this can be used in finance. For example, algorithm trading, fraud detection. So if you're talking about algorithm trading, that is, it generates a trading strategy, that financial model to optimize the investment. And as far as the fraud detection is concerned, it generates a model to simulate the fraudulent so that the fraud detection can be avoided in the future. In education, we have tutoring and content creation. We have language learning, that it generates interactive language exercises so that language can be made simple. In architecture, building designs can be done. We can do proper city planning based on the inputs that we provide. And we have customer service, we have chatbot and virtual assistant. This is very common these days, that if you are going for any customer service, we have chatbots these days available, which can chat to you and which can chat with you, and then it can give you the best solution as well possible. So these were the areas where currently generative AI is used. Talking about the future of generative AI, so this will continue to evolve as a tool for artists, musicians, writers, and designers. We can think of these all areas. They will be using generative AI in huge space. It will think about customization Gen AI. They will become highly customizable based on personal needs and styles. And we can also will be adapting real-time user interactions as well. We'll keep playing role in discovering new drugs. So as we have seen presently, it is used in drug discovery, but this will also keep on going in future as well. We can think of it to be used in personalized medical recommendation as currently also being used, but it's going to be used in future as well. And there will be growing focus on creating transparent and fair and unbiased models. That is one future that we can think of, or we can understand of generative AI. Government and organizations will have regulations, because this may, this is very sensitive area. So the governments and organizations will have strict rules about. And generative AI can work with IoT together. Generative AI will automate routine creative tasks, and it can allow humans to focus on higher strategic activities. And it will become the co-creator rather just being a tool. So we can understand the strength of it. So these were a couple of points which were well describing the future of Gen AI, which I wanted to cover with you. And this is also going to enable more sophisticated interactive narrating films, games, and digital media. It will bridge the language barrier by generating real-time translation. We're likely to see a focus on ethical co-creation, where AI systems are designed to work alongside the human in a way that respects creativity and ethical consideration. So we have discussed the history, we have discussed the present, we have discussed the past, present, and we have discussed the future as well. What are the takeaways? So this is the final discussion in this session. So let's think of some takeaways. While the future is bright, it is important to approach Gen AI with caution and consider its potential impact on society. It should be carefully managed to ensure ethical use and mitigate potential risks. I hope the points which we have discussed about generative AI, which covered the definition of generative AI, the past, the present, and the future, and finally the takeaways of generative AI is pretty much clear to you. Write me over the comment or on my email for any queries that you have. See you in the next video.
Subscribe for more updates. Comment or write us at mailtokowithabby@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.